Y'all say F the police, but then call them. F the police, but then you need their protection. You want the police to protect and serve you, even though you say F them. But when black women say F y'all or complain, and first thing y'all say, well, why should we protect her? She don't need a man. There's a man. You don't need us to protect her. You see how ridiculous that sounds? Greetings and welcome back to my channel, Spine Shine Goddess. I'm Sandra Roberts, the Sun Goddess, and here at Spine Shine Goddess, we're encouraging black women to live, speak, and stand in their organic truth without permission or apologies. Welcome back, you all. You see the title. If black women aren't protected, nobody's safe. And black women who are married and who have men that you feel protect you and you are telling them that they shouldn't have to worry about anybody except you and yours, come closer. Come closer. Let me whisper in your ear for a second. If black women are not protected, the world isn't safe. The world is in harm's way without black women's protection. Black women have to be protected. We don't need you as black women adding to this whole nonsense of, well, I got my man, so, you know, y'all on your own because he just has to protect our family. Your man is not always going to be with you, goddess. You out here somewhere, someone's handling you recklessly, someone's saying some foul things to you and putting your life at jeopardy. Somebody else's brother, somebody else's son, somebody else's husband is there. Your husband's at work, your husband's out of town, your husband's at home. You're out in the streets by yourself. Yeah, you got a man that protects you and yours, but he's not there with you at that moment when you need him. Somebody else's husband, man, boo, a bae, a brother, a uncle, cousin is there. Should they not say anything because he needs to mind his business? You're not related to him. Well, mind your business means when you're being negative. Because we've taken that whole thing and made it to be, don't even tend to things that you see that should be corrected. Don't even stand up for what you see is right or wrong. Minding your business does not mean that you ignore right and wrong. Be a witness to something and step in to protect black women regardless what relation they are to you. That means your daughter is out here unsafe. Her dad isn't going to always be there with her. Somebody else's uncle, brother, cousin has to decide if he wants to stand up for her. But if you all make it where none of us are protected unless we got the person we're related to that's the only person in charge of our household, it sounds ridiculous. And if you don't think protecting the black woman is important, just look at your history. Look at your history. Black women protect us all. You're not protecting her leaves everybody vulnerable. Regardless of what your relationship is to her, it doesn't matter if that's your wife. Y'all say F the police, but then call them. F the police, but then you need their protection. You want the police to protect and serve you, even though you say F them. But when black women say F y'all or complain, and first thing y'all say, well, why should we protect her? She don't need a man. F the police and don't snitch and we don't have no respect for police. As soon as something go down, you call the police. You're telling somebody else to call the police, but it's F the police. Y'all haven't even stepped up collectively to protect the communities. Even though you said F the police, you're not even protecting and serving the community that you live in. Your household is there, your woman is there, your children are there. So you're just gonna protect your little, where you live, right? Just your little space, right? Just where you are. That's the only thing you're trying to protect. So we can't complain. I don't need a man, or if we hurt or we mad or angry, even you as a black man need our protection. You need our protection, babe. Stop repeating some of the stuff you say without thinking about it. You're going to want somebody's brother, uncle, cousin, daddy to protect yours when you're not around. Common sense tells you you're not going to always be around to protect your loved ones. And you would hope that someone just doesn't mind their business. You would hope someone sees an injustice, might put them in harm's way. It might. Standing up for something. You are the protection. Y'all haven't stood up to collectively, like I said, once again, to protect the communities. Yet you think you're going to control everything, all your loved ones? You have to be the ones that wrap your arms around the community and around other people's children and women and families. You all have to do that regardless of where you are. If you can say F the police and still call him, yeah, a sister can say something bashing a man, or she feels like she's strong enough to handle it and still call and expect you to protect her, because you want a whole nother man out here to protect you. A whole nother man who's shown you over and over that they don't respect you. Women, I know those of you that like to follow your man and you want to feel special because you feel like, well, I can't help it that y'all not married and y'all don't have anybody to protect y'all, and you know, y'all out here trying to be men, and this shit is ridiculous. Nobody out here trying to stand up to a man and protect ourselves against some man just because we have strong opinions about our lives as single women. And sis, you married on paper. You single out in the streets. Nobody knows what your status is. Of course, it comes out as hate. That's the first thing y'all say. She must just be hating because she not married. I just did a video. I'm not going to go back into the marriage thing. We could just leave it in the common sense part of it. When people say, well, I just want my man at home. He has to protect me. Why should he risk his life to help you when you decide to be single? Like somebody's about to take your car is going to know if you married, or even care if you married or single. They're going to ask you what your status is before they hit you upside your head and take your purse. Take your car. You see a brother cross the street. He's going to ask first, do you have a husband? Stop. It makes absolutely no sense. Protect women and children. Men, too many of you, historically, you've shown us, you're scared. Without the protection of Black women, we are in trouble. This isn't a battle of the sexes. It is what it is. History has shown us. You're going to need some sisters, baby. The world needs sisters. The love of a Black woman, the protection of the Black woman, the mothering of a Black woman. She has birthed this nation. You know how many people would have been left somewhere dead without the protection of a Black woman? Too many to name. Too many in history to name. Doesn't it take anything from men? Black women? Come on now. Do we have to debate that though? Somebody in their feelings about what I'm saying about Black women? Does somebody feel that I'm being biased and I'm not holding myself accountable to all the bad things we do, and I'm just holding us up on a pedestal just because I'm a Black woman? You need to protect the Black goddess. She out here, she living ratchet, she ghetto. Maybe her mama isn't. Maybe her auntie isn't. Maybe you're saving the heartbreak of an auntie or a mother. Maybe you're saving the heartbreak of a woman who's tried everything to put her on the right path. Maybe it's not so much that you're risking your life or putting your family in harm's way, going to jeopardize or sacrifice your own family to save her, and she not worth it because she out here wilding out. But her mama isn't. Her auntie isn't. Maybe her children aren't. Maybe you're saving a lot of people that you don't see. You just see her out here ratchet. That's why it's hard to separate. You can't separate into these cute little boxes that you all want to put them in based on relations, based on all these titles, households, marriages, my boo, my babe. It doesn't work like that. Bob Marley said it best. It doesn't rain on one man's house. It rains, it rains. How are you going to determine those raindrops, where they fall, when they fall, who they fall on? You have no control. So the only thing we can agree upon is that as a community, as people who care, as people who are strong enough to stand up for injustices, those of us who are not selfish, who see wrongdoings, and we have still enough soul and enough love for us to stand up for them, let's all agree that we're still going to do that. Do it for Big Mama. Do it for Big Mama that you don't see, whose daughter or that woman out there that's clowning, cussing people out and aggravating them, you know, whatever justification you've used in your mind to say, well, I shouldn't get into it because, you know, she's at fault. She's wrong. Some of y'all don't even need that. You will wait until you have all the evidence to justify why you should not get in it. Black men, you got to deal with the fear you've had for a long time. And now you are hiding that fear with the actions of Black women. You're hiding behind the aggressiveness of Black women. You're hiding behind this new Black woman, this new whatever you all think she is. She's been this way. She's not new. This woman has always existed. You just see her now because there's social media, but she's always been there. There have been many people grooming Black women to be strong. Your wife, sister, cousin, niece, who may not be ratchet, who may be innocent and soft and feminine, she still is in harm's way. You're not going to be by her side at all times. So she needs someone who is related to somebody else that is going to care enough to mind her business when she is not safe. So can we all collectively just decide on that? How about that? How we all just decide we're going to continue to try to form this collective, and we had a glimpse of hope. We all got excited about the folding chair. Let's keep that same folding chair energy when it comes to protecting Black women. Thank you for coming back, supporting this channel. I so appreciate that, and I love y'all for that. You best believe I don't take it for granted. I don't. Thank you for joining me. And remember, be peace. But if you have to be war, you be that too. Peace out, y'all.